Hello everyone, welcome to the village of words. The word relation for this video is Alzheimer, talk alone by oneself. So, what is Alzheimer? In simple words, it is memory loss and the loss of capability to converse. The Alzheimer person talks alone by himself while ignoring what other people says to him. So, I also say a person who one-sidedly talks about others without their response. The example is like an Alzheimer person. While a conversation with people is two ways. Sure, you can talk about a person one-sidedly, but it must be based on the person's words. If not, you are only letting out your own opinions about someone. I believe talking alone to oneself is one of the oldest things that plagues humanity. In other words, it is like propaganda. Firstly, propaganda smears the opponent's honor, but it never explains the opponent's side of the perspective. The country that I live in, which is Malaysia, is also that way similar. For example, Malaysia have no diplomatic ties with Israel. No dialogue or conversations with Israel. Malaysia does not bother to understand Israel's reasoning. And Malaysia dishonors Israel however they pleases. Like an Alzheimer person who is unable to converse. But whatever, there are tons of people who are similar. Next, because of different perspectives and knowledge, schizophrenia's words just become strange to me. Nowadays, even though schizophrenia comes to me, schizophrenia ended up talking alone by itself. They make noises talking to me. Yet, they are only talking to themselves. Saying things that I had already debunked a long time ago. And it keeps repeating itself like a broken record. Besides, schizophrenia never bothers to explain itself. Who cares if I take another perspective because of their own vague words? If schizophrenia says I am alone, and I have a perspective to say I am not, then it does not matter. I can choose whatever I wanted. Sometimes I don't even understand what schizophrenia is talking about. Schizophrenia says one or two words and cannot even explain themselves. Yes, one of the weaknesses of schizophrenia is explanation. Schizophrenia cannot talk in long narrative details. Regardless, in the past, there is also the spirit giving its interpretation. Sometimes when schizophrenia talks their words to me, then soon after, a spirit comes to attack me, to give feelings and paranoia. That is how I get paranoid to the words spoken by schizophrenia. Regardless, I already have counter arguments against whatever paranoia or depressive feelings sent my way. After that, I believe the spiritual paranoid feelings that I felt is different from what schizophrenia actually wanted to portray. Heck, I think schizophrenia is being general and vague on purpose. So, because I consider schizophrenia and the spirit a separate entity, and because schizophrenia is vague and only speak in a few words, nowadays I just do not understand what schizophrenia is talking about. It is just an Alzheimer person talking alone by himself. Other examples of people being similar to being Alzheimer are like YouTubers with YouTube drama. One of the people that I watch is critics of Islam. Critics of Islam like Apostate Prophet and David Wood. They make live streams talking about people, but they are not having conversations with those they criticize. It is like they are only talking one-sidedly to themselves. They are giving opinions about someone without the input of the one being criticized. Like an Alzheimer person who cannot talk directly to people. Whenever YouTube drama explodes, there are tons of YouTubers who act like they have Alzheimer. Conclusion: talking about others without their response is like an Alzheimer person. Propaganda has always been like the illness Alzheimer. Only if two opposing people are conversing in public, then it will not be like Alzheimer. Besides that, talking about others without interacting with them is also like Alzheimer. And people do this plenty. That's all for this video. Hit like, share, or comment down below.